Hi everyone and welcome to the monthly update episode. I hope you are all alright and that you have been looking forward to this episode for a couple of days now. Unfortunately this month has been really frustrating to say the least. We've been losing a lot of games and I'm not used to losing this much, so I am a bit pissed off. And it is a bit embarrassing to show you lot all the losses and stuff like that, but I guess I just have to do it. So let's get over with and let's have a look at the first fixture of the month. So the first fixture of the month was the one at home in the Premier League versus Manchester City. I got well and truly pissed off after this game and I will explain to you why in a minute. But first let's have a look at the statistics. We had 3 shots, they had 26. We had 2 shots on target and they had 8 shots on target. So as you can see, we got battered, and then we had 43% possession. So we were in the better side, if you put it that way. But anyway, let me explain why I am so pissed off. As you can see, Michael Richards got sent off in the 26th minute. So I am quite annoyed that we didn't use the advantage better. But that is not everything, that is just sending off. I will tell you why I am pissed off. As you can see, Danny Motham and Andy Wilkinson got booked, and both of them were playing fullbacks, and they didn't have a chance versus Danny and Nasri. They just played with them, really, and so I thought, no, I just can't let him get sent off, because Andy Wilkinson, I do not know any player that gets so fucking many bookings and shit like that. He's so fucking aggressive, this lad. But I guess you get aggressive when you're born and bred in Stoke-on-Trent. But anyway, as I said, they played with him, and I was really scared that they would get sent off. So I chose to substitute them for Danny Da Costa and Jonathan Woodgate. And Da Costa had been on the pitch for about 1 minute when Manchester City gets a throw-in, and Sergio Aguero gets the ball, and just out of nowhere, so fucking unnecessary, from behind a slide tackle, Danny Da Costa on Sergio Aguero, and Mike Dean points at the penalty spot. They scored the penalty, and I was, well and truly pissed off. But then, 3 minutes after, we get a free kick, and Ryan Shawcross, our skipper, our fucking legend, scores, and I was literally over the moon. So I thought, now we might get a draw, or even win this game. But it was never happening. In the 87th minute, Nasri is running on the right hand side and crosses a shitty cross, and it was never ever dangerous whatsoever. But for some reason, Jonathan Woodgate has to get a touch on the bloody ball, and it goes, as you can see. Where did it go? Our fucking goal. Own goal. Jonathan Woodgate. So those two are honestly those two are the worst substitutions I've ever made all my life playing Football Manager. And after, when I'm thinking of it now, it is actually quite funny. But when I was playing, I was so fucking angry, it's unbelievable. But that wasn't all of it. It was getting even worse, and the next game versus Tottenham is really embarrassing, and I do not want to show you that game really, but I guess I have to. So let's go to the Tottenham game. Embarrassing, isn't it? As you can see, Andy Wilkinson booked again. Every fucking game. Ricardo Fuller got injured as well, but he's back in black at the moment. Now I thought let's pick a bit more like attacking team. I'm not saying this is like an attacking playing style, but it is more attacking than a bloody 5-4-1 with Peter Crouch up top. But yeah, there you have it, 3-0. Absolutely unacceptable. You know, I do not like to concede goals. Every time I concede a goal, I'm like really gutted. And 2 goals, that is, you know, 2 goals to the limit, no more than that. But 3 goals, nah, fucking hell. Well, anyway, let's go to the next loss and the next defeat. Yep, we actually lost to Slovan Bratislava. And even though I hate losing like a lot, I was quite prepared that we were going to lose this game. You know, it was away in Slovakia. Slovan Bratislava had to win the game to get qualified, and we were already qualified before the game, even though we'd lose this one. We were already getting the first place, even though we'd lose this one. So I didn't pick the strongest side we got, as you can see. I picked players I'd like to, you know, give a chance, see more of. But as you can see, it didn't work out that well. We had 6 shots and 1 of them on target and 55% possession. Sorry. But after this game, I thought, nah, fuck it. Nah, I hate being defensive like all the time. I'm not like a boring cunt, beg your pardon. But you know what I mean. And after this game, we played Wigan. I thought we just have to win this game, and I will put up the best side and the most attacking side we've got, and let's see how that went. I guess this isn't the right result. I don't know, because, you know, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised at all that we beat teams like Wigan with 5-0. We could have beaten them with I don't know, 8-0, 9-0. But it's just that I picked the wrong lineup. I play too defensively most of the games. But I know that if we pick this formation and we have the right players, we can dominate games. You know, having 71% possession, 17 shots and 11 on them on target. But I am quite happy with this result though, because we didn't have Christian Eriksen and we had actually Arismendi from the start. So, you know, a good win. I can just imagine if we had Christian Eriksen on the pitch as well, we'd been fucking 10-0. Well, unfortunately, Matthew Everington picked up an injury this game and is out for 3 months. So we have Eriksen and Everington, long time injured. So it's a massive blow, really. So I don't know how we will create chances or anything now, because Matthew Everington and Christian Eriksen is the players that create chances for us. So the future looks really tough. It really does, and I do not know what we'll do. I know it's like January in a few days, but I do not have the cash really, and I do not want to sell any players. So I might get someone on loan or something. But like I said, it looks really fucking tough, and I do not know what to do. Mamadou Sidibe has been a handful though, and he scored a belter in this game. Let's have a look at that. As you can see here, Crouchy passes, and here it is. Fucking sweet goal. Hit the bar and in the goal. So you know, 35-yard screamer. Quite a sweet goal, and I think that will win the goal of the month as well. But anyway, let's go to this Sunderland game. He 1-0 defeat. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, in my opinion, Sunderland and the Stadium of Light is one of the toughest, hardest games in the old Premier League, and I knew right before the game that we were going to lose this game. Never mind the possession. Never mind the chances we created. I just knew that we were going to lose. And I think the games versus Sunderland. Sorry. I think the games versus Sunderland actually is just as hard the games versus Arsenal or something like that, because it is just so hard to beat them away. We just created chances and we kept the ball within the team, but like I said, it was never happening. As you can see, I chose to have Jonathan Walters here instead of the injured Matthew Everington. But anyway, let's go and have a look at the last game of the month, which was against Norwich, which I just played, by the way. It was like 10 minutes ago. But anyway, let's have a look at that. And thank God we won that game, even though the performance was really, really bad, to be honest. It was at home as well. Well, thank God I spoke to the press before the game, and I said that Sol Bamba was the weak link for the forthcoming game. And every time I've said it, they answer like, "No, I can't get my comments out of my head. Fucking hell." And in the forthcoming game, they do some stupid shit, and it actually works, and it worked once again. But like I said, the performance was really bad. 6 shots, 1 on target, 54% possession. And I thought that we'd use the wings a lot, as they picked this formation, but it didn't work that well. So I'm not that happy with this month or the fixtures. But let's have a look at the league table and see how we are doing. As you can see, we're sitting in 10th place with 25 points. And I guess that is in the right position, But I know that we could have been in an even better position if we'd won against Sunderland and drawn against Manchester City. Then we'd have 28 points and 1 game in hand, and that would have been a great position. But the next game is against Everton, and I'm really glad that you want to see that game, and I want to thank you as well that so many of you voted in the comments. It was really cool of you, and I really appreciate it. But I think that it will be a great game. Anyway, QPR sacked Neil Warnock, and they brought in Mike Phelan out of all people. Newcastle is still doing bad with Alan Shearer as manager. Manchester United is lying in first place, and Tottenham is lying in second with 1 game in hand. But I thought I'd show you the Europa League as well, the last 32 and the ones we've got drawn against. The last thing I do, and then the episode is over. Well, yeah, let's have a look at that. So as you can see, we got drawn against Litex. I don't know if you pronounce it that way, but I think that is it. Litex Lovech from Bulgaria. I haven't, I do not know how good this club is, really, to be honest. I know that Bulgaria is a great footballing country, and this lad is wanted by Everton and Cagliari. But I'm sure that this will be a challenge, a good game. And I think we do have excellent chances to get through to the second. No, not the second qualifying round. What am I doing? The second knockout round, where we will play either Fulham or Lazio, which both is good teams. Tough challenge if we get through. And hopefully we can beat those two, but will be a challenge, to say the least. Fulham, they actually beat Chelsea 4-0. That is some That is a great achievement. But let's have a look at the squad. Slight concern, what is this then? I've been placed in the reserves. No, that is right. I actually put Danny DaCosta in the reserves. Actually, not just only because he fucked it up against Manchester City, but he's just 18 years old, man. He needs to get some playing time, because he won't get any playing time in the first team at the moment. Napoli wants Robert Huth, which is never happening. We will keep the Berlin Wall. But yeah, that is probably it for this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode and the live-comm versus Everton in a few days. So yeah, see you in that episode, and take care, everyone. Have it. Ta-da.